It's crazy to even say this, but the 2022 Subaru WRX STI, so yes, the STI, might just cost as much as an R35 GTR. Now in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by exactly what I'm saying, because I'm sure most of you guys are like, what in the heck is he talking about? And yes, it is true. There is a solid potential that the brand new generation of STI could cost as much. Well, you could buy an R35 GTR instead of the brand new STI. Before we get too far into this video, I'm gonna roll a little bit of a clip of what I'm driving right now. We're in my 2016 Pro-tuned Subaru WRX. And if you know anything about this channel, I am currently looking for both the R35 GTR and the 2022 Subaru WRX STI. So this video is fairly relevant because I'm looking to buy both of them. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick B-roll footage, and before we get too far into the video, if you want to see more WRX content, automotive content, GTR content, STI content, because all that stuff is coming to this channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And especially in the winter where we're doing more POV drive stuff like this, I cannot wait for it to snow heavily around here so I can take you guys for some POV snow drifting, because that is certainly going to be the first thing I do. And I've actually intentionally left my summer tires on this car through the winter so that I can have the most fun drifting this car in the snow. Now let's get straight into the video while we drive through these little bit of back roads that are local to me. Most of you guys think I am crazy because of what I said, and I'm smoking some crazy stuff. But hang on, I'm gonna explain myself. So a 2009 to 2011 R35 GTR with high mileage, and I'm not talking about like 100K miles. I'm talking about between 30 and 50,000 miles, which is a reasonable mileage for a GTR, especially because they last quite a long time, and you see people even putting 6 figures of miles onto their GTRs. So that kind of GTR with, you know, pretty much even a black edition, meh. But that GTR, 2009 to 2011, with that kind of mileage, will run you anywhere between $40,000 and $60,000. Yes, you heard me right. There are people out there getting GTRs, R35 GTRs, for under $50,000. And now I haven't seen a clean title, no accident GTR go for under $40,000. But with the pandemic, with COVID, with people needing to liquidate their cars to get more money into their pocket, and just, you know, people in tougher situations, I have seen deals like this. Now, even pre-COVID, there have been R35 GTRs under $50,000. Now I'm comparing a used car and a new car, but I'm comparing a used R35 GTR. Enough said, there shouldn't be any other argument here. Now you might be wondering now, because your brain's telling you, wait a second, is he telling me that a new STI is gonna cost $60,000? No, I'm not. But we know that the current STI can be spec'd to over $40,000 after delivery charges and dealer charges. It's actually not all that uncommon that people are going to pay around $41,000 for an STI. Now we already know from Subaru that they are going to be increasing the costs of both the WRX and STI to keep them competitive with what people are paying for these cars and what the car is worth in their minds, and obviously to adjust for the cost of inflation. Let's have a little bit of fun here. You gotta have a little bit of fun in second gear, but the car's still not super warm, so I'm not doing more than 50% acceleration, you know? Gotta keep this thing safe. 50% acceleration. It's not too bad for 50% acceleration. So look, if the STI, right, if the STI is conservatively increased in price, maybe we're gonna see $43,000, $44,000. I think that the top of the line limited STI in 2022 is gonna come delivered, spec'd out if you want it, just under $50,000. And I know that's a hard thing to swallow, but if you actually look at the new generations of cars that are kind of coming across the bat, the 400Z, that's the new Nissan coming out, even the BRZ, look at how prices are changing. All of a sudden, these cars are becoming $50,000 or near $50,000 cars. It's crazy to think that the WRX is going to be something that you have to pay at least $30,000 for. Because what's crazy is, when I was looking for a WRX, a new base WRX, I don't know, 2 years ago, I was trying to find a deal around $24,000. To know that the next generation base is going to be sitting at around $30,000 delivered, maybe just under, but in reality, $30,000 delivered, car prices are just changing so fast and it doesn't feel right because our salaries are not increasing by that amount. Well, maybe they are. If they are, for you guys, feel lucky, because I think most of us are not experiencing that kind of growth in salary. So I hope you can see the point of this video, and it's pretty monumental if you think about it. The fact that you will be able to buy an R35 GTR for a similar price as a 2022 STI. Now, some people are interested in the new car and everything, but I've got to say it, I'm just gonna say it out loud, they're not even comparable. GTR all the way. Now, it's not apples and apples. You can't just say I'm going to go buy a GTR and expect the same cost of ownership as the STI. That's just not going to happen. You're just not going to experience that. I'm not telling you guys that if you're looking for a STI, a new or lightly used STI, that you should also be considering an R35 GTR, because things like brakes aren't even comparable if you have to replace them. But if you can comfortably afford an STI, a brand new STI, and you think about speccing it out, just know that you could have had an R35 GTR. And once you let that sit with you, you're gonna realize two things. One, the GTR price is going to go up. So if you wanna invest in GTRs, this is the time to do it. And I'm gonna have a different video on that altogether. And the reason I'm saying that is because the GTR has physical value. It can perform in a certain way, and it is a performance car. Once other cars start going up in price and they're offering less performance but a closer price, those GTRs are going to go up in value. And we've seen this before with different cars, specifically supercars. And I know this isn't the same it's not exactly the same situation, but if I had to guess, we're going to see a slight increase in the value of the used market of R35 GTRs. And if not an increase, we're going to see steady pricing. They're not going to drop below what they are now. That should be very exciting for everyone that is potentially considering an R35 GTR. And if you're on the fence, we're gonna have an R35 come into this channel in the next year. I mean, I want it to be in the next couple months, but I have to look for the right one. It's hard to fly out to one because of COVID. So I'm actively looking for an R35 GTR. I've promised myself I would buy one by the end of 2021. And really as soon as I can. So if you wanna know everything there is to know about the ownership, the real cost of maintenance, everything like that, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm also going to have content about the 2022 WRX STI, because I plan on selling this car for a newer WRX and getting the STI. Yes, I am going to write off lots of stuff on my taxes, hopefully, for this channel, and really make an investment in the content and get you guys more cars and more content about cars. And I've got to say, this is the second POV video I've made in the past 2 weeks, and both times I've come to this area where I can drive really fast normally, and I've been stuck behind a slower Subaru. So shame on you guys that drive Subarus. I'm just kidding. But honestly, guys, if you're driving in backwooded areas on the weekend, midday, right before dusk, please drive quickly, especially when you know people are gonna drive quickly around you. It's just no fun. I'm gonna have to drive extra fast on the way back. Hopefully I don't pass any cops. And if you wanna see me driving extra fast on the way back, be sure to, again, hit that subscribe button, because it's gonna be a video coming in the future, because today I'm filming 2 POVs because it's such a good day to drive POV, so I'm super excited. I thought I'd be going so much faster than I am right now, so a little disappointing. Guys, I do want to ask you, before we check out of this video, I'm buying an R35 GTR. I haven't decided between a DBA and a CBA. What I'm asking here is, I haven't decided between a 2009 to 2011 or a 2012 plus. Both offer different things. One needs more work on the transmission and probably gonna need something like a Shep Trans or rebuilt trans for me to feel comfortable about it, because I am going to build the crap out of it. So, that all being said, Let me know in the comment section below which you think I should get, a 2012 Plus or younger R35 GTR. Same kind of question with the STI. Do I go limited and just do some mods, or do I go base and try to mod the crap out of it with the extra money that I'm saving between the base and the limited? Everyone seems to want to see different things, so let me know in the comment section below, and I'm going to do literally whatever has the most comments.